Bearcats, it's Miss Winship, and I am so glad that you have decided to check your answers from the quiz that we did today in class. I hope to have those grades online just a little bit later this evening. As you can see, it is 5:02 right now, and I am still at Old Klein High, actually New Klein High. All right, first I'm going to tell you the answer, and then I'm going to work the problem very, very quickly. Number one, the correct answer was A. If you factor this problem, you have to divide and conquer. I'm going to take a greatest common factor of 3x squared. That leaves me with 5x minus 2. On the second part, I can take out a 5 minus 5 because the minus is in front, and that leaves me with 5x minus 2. If I take out 5x minus 2 as a common factor, I have left 3x squared minus 5, final answer. Number 2, the correct answer is D. I need to think of two things that multiply to give me 48 and add to give me 19. That is going to be x plus 16 and x plus 3. The correct answer is D. Number 3, this is a trinomial. There's no number in front, so all I have to do is think of two things that multiply to give me negative 28 and add to give me negative 3. That is r minus 7 and r plus 4. That correct answer is B. Number 4, this is a slip and slide problem. When I do this problem, I need to slip the 3 down here to the 8. That gives me x squared plus 2x minus 24. By the way, I did check for a common factor and it didn't have one. Now I need to think of two things that multiply to give me negative 24 and add to give me 2. I believe that would be x plus 6 and x minus 4. I need to slide the 3 back under. That gives me x plus 2 and 3x minus 4. The correct answer is D. Number 5, I think gave you a little bit of trouble. The correct answer is B. And remember, when there's a negative in front, you must GCF that negative factor out. So I'm going to write down my negative. That gives me 3x squared minus 26 plus 16. I forgot the x. Now I need to move the 3 to the other side because I'm going to do slip and slide. That gives me negative, x squared minus 26x plus 48. I keep keeping that negative there. You see how that's there all the time? And then I factor this is going to be x minus 24 and x minus 2 because 24 times 2 is 48 and 24 plus 2 is 26. Now I need to slide the 3 back under. That gives me negative x minus 8 and 3x minus 2. Correct answer is B. Number 6, is this the difference of two squares? I'm going to say yes, it is the difference of two squares. The answer is B. That gives me 9 minus 7n squared and 9 plus 7n squared. Now I have an n squared here and I have a perfect square. Because 7 is a perfect square, I'm going to be finished with that problem. Number 7, the correct answer is D. This is not completely factored. You can keep going. If you look inside here, you'll notice that 16 is 4 times 4, and 4 plus 4 is 8. So 2x squared, and then the square root of 16 is 4, and make sure you have it squared so you don't lose any points. Number 8, the correct answer is B. I need to factor this completely. I notice that they all have a 3 and a z in common. That leaves me with z squared. Oh, excuse me, I was right. X squared plus 12x plus 4. Now I need to look inside, and I notice that these are perfect squares. So that's going to give me 3z, 3x plus 2. The 3x gives me a 9, and the 2 squared is 4. Now, just like in class today, we always have to make sure that we double check the middle. 3 times 2 is 6. Double it, that gives me a 12. So my correct answer on that one was B. Number 9, I need to factor. And I notice that they all have a common factor. The common factor that they have is 3 and y. If I take a 3 and a y out of all of them, I'm left with 4y squared plus 11y minus 2. Now at this point, I should try to do slip and slide. It looks like over here it might not work there because there's nothing there. I'm going to try it. Slide or slip the 4 over. That leaves me with 3y, y squared plus 11y minus 8. But at this point, I notice that nothing will multiply to give me 8 and add to give me 11. Therefore, I am just going to cross this part out, and this is your solution because it cannot go any further. The answer to 9 is A. Number 10, we have a square piece of fabric. This problem right here needs to be factored. So I'm going to, I notice that it's perfect square trinomial, 4x plus 5 squared. I need to double check for the 40. 5 times 4 is 20. Double it, you get 40. Now that's the area. I have 4 sides to my square, and that means that these 2 sides are 4x plus 5 and 4x plus 5. In order to find the perimeter, all I need to do is multiply that by 4, and that gives me 16x plus 20. Well, I notice that B is 16x plus 20 and D is 16x plus 20. The correct answer is B, because when I plug in a 2, that's 16 times 2 plus 20, and that gives me 52. Number 11, same type of thing. I have 2x plus 5 squared, and what is the length of 1? That would be A, which is 2x plus 5. Now we checked the following problems in class today, but we did not have time to go over every problem, so make sure that you check these very carefully. Number 12, the correct answer is 4y. I would also take negative 4y, so really either of those answers are correct. Number 13, when I factor this, I notice that they both have m plus 7, so I'm going to write down my m plus 7. Left over is 9m squared plus 5. I could try this one again, but since it's a sum and the 5 is not a square, that's the final answer to that problem. Number 14, I have to take out greatest common factor. I have a negative 14 here. I'm left with 2n squared plus 1. On the second half of the problem, they both have a 5n to the third. That also leaves 2n squared plus 1. If I write down the 2n squared plus 1, and then I have left over negative 14 plus 5n to the third. Or you could write it like this, 5n to the third minus 14 and 2n squared plus 1. Number 15, I need to multiply to get negative 39 and add to get negative 10. You could use your calculator in order to find this problem, or you just know that 13 times 3 is negative 39. I need to make it to be a negative 10, so I'm going to put the negative on the 13. The final answer for this problem is t minus 13 and t plus 3. Number 16 looks like, I don't see any greatest common factors, so it looks like it might be a perfect square trinomial. Let's try it and double check for the 72. 16x squared is 4x times 4x. 81 is 9 times 9. 9 times 4 is 36. Double that, and I get 72. So this is my final answer. Number 17. First thing I always have to try is greatest common factor. These do have a greatest common factor. They are both divisible by the number 4. That leaves me with 4p to the 4th minus 25q squared. This is a difference of 2 squares, so that's going to be 4 2p squared plus 5q and 2p squared minus 5q. That is the final answer. Number 18, greatest common factor would be first. They all have a 7 in common and an x to the third. That leaves me with x squared plus 3x minus 4. Since I have a squared, I need to try to keep going. There's no number in front, so this one should be very easy to continue factoring. I'm going to leave my 7x to the third and put my 2 parentheses. X goes at the first of each parenthesis. I need to multiply to get -4 and add to get 3. That's going to be the numbers 4 and 1. I need the 4 to be positive and the 3 to be negative. Number 19. Looks like they all have a greatest common factor. That greatest common factor is going to be 2 and a y. What do they have left over? They have an x squared minus 10x plus 25. I see perfect square, so I'm going to try a perfect square trinomial and see if it works out. That gives me 2y x minus 5 squared. 5 times x is 5x. Double that, I get 10, so that's my final answer. Number 20. Slope of a line, and I'm trying to write the equation of the line. That's going to have to be in the form y equals mx plus b. Well, m is the slope, don't forget that, and b is the y-intercept. 24 and 16 have a greatest common factor of 8. That means that my slope is going to be 8. Then it says that the y-intercept is the GCF of the slope, which is 8, and the number 2. The GCF between 2 and 8 is 2. So the y-intercept is 2. Y is equal to 8x plus 2. Great job, Bearcats. I hope you have a great evening. Please join me in the morning.